What's going on? I'm Baggy Eye Scott for Streampunk Sports, and here's your fast facts for NFL Week 12 to make you look like a sports badass. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Links are in the description. Let's check them out. Alright, kicking things off with game number 1, Steelers versus Bengals. Right now at 104 matches dating back to 1970, the Steelers have a commanding 67-37 lead. However, Big Ben has not been as successful. In 33 games, while yes, he is 24-9, he has 46 touchdowns, but 32 interceptions in those 33 games. We'll see what happens today. Alright, moving forward to number 2, Carolina versus the Dolphins. Since getting back together with Carolina after his recent breakup with them, he has straight up crushed it in 2 games. 77.4% completion rate, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a 125 plus QB rating. Right now, the Carolina Panthers are only a half a game out of a playoff spot, so there is a really good chance that he can get that team back into the playoffs for the 5th time in his career. Okay, number 3. My Giants versus Obi's Eagles. Starting things off, my New York Giants have gone 11-26 at home since the 2017 season. They're going up against the Philadelphia Eagles team that has won 2 in a row, and according to 538.com, now is up to a 43% chance of making the playoffs. That number should probably increase because the Giants are now bringing in a brand new offensive coordinator, and God knows what we're going to be getting out of Daniel Jones this week. Okay, moving on to a game less interesting. In the first battle of the bleh that we have this week, we got the Falcons and the Jags. The Jags, going back to 2018, have won back-to-back games just 3 times. Once in 2018 and then twice in 2019. They're going up against an Atlanta team that is 4-6 and yes, is only 1 game out of a playoff spot, but in the last 2 games has been outscored by a whopping score of 68-3. This is bleh game number 1, but probably not the worst bleh game of the week. Tom Brady returns to the Colts for the first time since the 2018 season, where he has dominated Indianapolis. Across his career, 19 games, 15-4 record, nearly 69% completion rate, and 268 yards passing. Going up against him will be Jonathan Taylor, who last week ran for 185 yards, scored 5 touchdowns, thank you very much, that is the only reason my crap fantasy team even won this week, and also at the same time is currently at 1,122 yards for the season, which is the only player in the NFL above 1,000 yards. Moving on. And in the other battle of the bleh, we've got the New York Jets going against the Houston Texans. Zach Wilson is expected to be back under center for the Jets, although he is 1-5 in his rookie season with 9 interceptions in 6 games. For the Texans, Tyrod Taylor is expected to start, and interestingly enough, they are 2-2 with Tyrod Taylor, but 0-6 without him. I am really rooting for him to be able to revive his career, probably more than any other player in the NFL. Moving out west, we got a tight one between the LA Chargers going up against the Denver Broncos. Justin Herbert, in his 2nd season, continues to impress with a 98.4 QB rating, 22 touchdowns, and 8 picks. Going up against the Broncos in the last 2 games, he is 50 for 76 in passing, 731 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 picks. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with him against the Broncos for game number 3. Okay, moving on to the last 3. First off, we got the Vikings and the 49ers. The 49ers own the overall series at 24-23-1, and this season, with both teams at 5-5, they're holding on to the 6th and 7th playoff spot in the NFC. The most lopsided game between the two of them occurred in December 1984 when the 49ers crushed the Vikings 51-7. As it turned out, this was the second to last game in the career of Archie Manning, aka Manning Dad, before he retired at the end of the season. Alright, Rams versus Packers, 7-3 versus 8-3. Aaron Rodgers has historically been very tough at home, going 85-21-1 with a 108.6 QB rating. Additionally, he is also only 4 home wins away from tying Dan Marino all-time for 7th on the list with wins at home. And on Sunday Night Football, we got Browns versus Ravens. At 6-5, the Browns are technically the last place team in the AFC South, but a game and a half out of first place. However, rumors persist that Baker Mayfield has lost the locker room, and at 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, there's a lot of questions about his performance. Should they lose this game, that will send the Ravens to an 8-3 record with the potentiality of being the overall best team in the AFC. Alright, that's going to do it. I'm Baggy Eye Scott for Streampunk Sports. Tune in tonight for Sunday Night Football, live reaction, rambling, and commentary on Twitch TV, right here on YouTube, and also on Facebook and Twitter. Drop us a line, drop us your questions, your thoughts, ideas, compliments, or complaints. We want to hear from you. Links in the description below. Have a great day and be awesome.